I got a fat gut.
Well, me too.
And we're live and in person. The day after Thanksgiving it's Black Friday, folks. Do you know where your children are? How are you, Tom?
I'm good. And you? How
I
about you,
am
sir?
extra special peachy keen fattened up for the holidays. Yep. So, did you have a good Thanksgiving?
It was good.
How many people were in attendance at your
Not very many. It was just like 6 or 7 this time.
Yeah, that's enough. Sometimes relatives can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the meal over at my mother-in-law's. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 10 of us.
Right.
And one of them was the 4-year-old from ADHDville.
From where?
From ADHD University.
Oh,
She
was he
was
wound up?
one hyper. She was one
Oh,
hyper little girl. Yeah, yeah. So we ran the gamut. We were representative from 4 years old to 87, almost
wow.
86, 87. Anyway, so there you are. Okay, crazy card doing a Black Friday sale on your store. I have not run a sale in quite a while. I probably should. So the Cowboys won. Yay.
Did they really?
Yeah, but they were playing uh
Houston Middle School?
yeah, pretty much. It was like two teams went in there to decide who was the worst in the league and who was next to worst.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Hey, and it's
good. Dallas needs to win on Thanksgiving Day. They always play a game on Thanksgiving Day and they have a fundraiser for Salvation Army during the game. And
right.
anyway, it's uh it's a pretty neat Thanksgiving tradition every year at Cowboys Field.
Right.
Anyway, what else is going on? Sales yesterday weren't all that great. Let's see, I sold about 7 items for $108. Yay. What month is it? Well, it's November still. Almost December. Hey, young man, are you down on your luck? I say, young man. Do, do. Spam Banshee, what are you doing? How y'all doing this morning? Did y'all eat some turkey yesterday?
No, they had spam.
No.
And the boys took me out to dinner on Wednesday. We went to a Korean hot pot restaurant. And then after we left there, we went to G Market, which is a big Asian international food store. And they had a display of spam of all different kind of flavors. So I know Anissa wants her some of that. Baby, No, you got.
Spam is definitely not the worst thing I've eaten. Yes. It's not my favorite, but we got to go to Hawaii once, and Spam helped Hawaiian Islanders survive World War II. It really did. So it's been a traditional delicacy, sort of, in Hawaii for ever since then. I can take little bits of Spam. I don't like just like a Spam sandwich, you know, a whole slab of it on your bread.
Well, you cut it thin. You don't cut a
Yeah.
slab.
I can't just cut a slice off like we used to do when I was little, and Mom would fry that in a skillet, you know, serve it up with green beans and taters or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Is the Redskins changing their name back?
That's what Mike is saying. I don't know for sure. Morning, Paul.
They shouldn't have changed it the first time. Just say no. That's what people need to learn to say is no. Your name is offensive. No, you're offensive. I'm not
Now,
changing.
there are worse meats. We ate some stuff in on our trip to, was it Ireland or Great Britain? They called it blood pudding.
Mm.
It was nasty.
I can't get past the name.
And then we went to Wales over there, and we had some of that haggis.
Yeah.
That was nasty. God, that was horrible.
Roberta loves her some haggis.
Really?
No shit. She don't eat nothing as it is, more or less that. She's sitting right across there.
Trump threatening to pull out of NATO if they don't come. Well, NATO. Mm, NATO wouldn't be much without the backing of the United States, but
Without the money of the United States.
yeah. Same with the United Nations.
I want him to evict the United Nations. Let somebody else have that fun little shit show for a while.
Well, what would we do with that 80-story building then with all the bells and whistles? I suppose we could sell the United Nations building to Trump and he could make it into hotel rooms.
Well, we could put immigrants in it.
Oh, there you go.
Or we could just sell tours. And if you're a foreign dignitary, or if you're from a foreign country, you get to go sit in their former spot in the Great Hall or whatever they called it. But that's me. U.S. pays for NATO, everyone knows. Yeah. I agree with you, Mike. So anyway, on a happy
note, I haven't seen a list of the NATO nations in quite a while, but it's most of Western Europe, isn't it? Great Britain and France and Germany and all those.
Sweet Tom today, Mr. Sadie.
Morning, Robin. Flag's here. John Jones is here. Tryptophan Tom. Yeah, I'm kind of.
What's the deal with that?
You don't know what tryptophan is?
That's the stuff like when you eat a lot of turkey in it.
Yeah, it's some kind of harmless, sleep-inducing chemical that turkey has a lot of, and it's supposed to make you sleepy. It's an
I
amino acid, John says.
I'm trying to remember if I even ate any turkey yesterday.
Yeah, we bought, there was 10 of us, and we had an 18-pounder, and there wasn't just a whole lot left.
I was eating more of the sides, the stuffing, the homemade stuffing, the homemade giblet gravy, homemade mac and cheese.
Tryptophan.
Thank you, Lag.
Bum, 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 bum. Hearing Cranky Tom trying to get out.
No, it's all Todd's fault. He brought up the world.
No, it wasn't. It was Mike. It's Mike's fault.
Okay, it's Mike's fault. Mike, stop it.
So yesterday I put up like 14 listings of cabinet hardware. It's a little boring, but it's new in package and easy to look up, so
right.
Quick to list. Oh, so much stuff.
Dang, it got down to 26 here in Charlotte.
It was chilly this morning here. What temperature is it now? We're at 38 degrees. After a low of 36. Bless you, Roberta.
Todd said, bless you, Roberta.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's open today, Mr. Sadie.
Yeah, I still got to pack that big old bow set. Jeez, I'm looking forward to it, but I may send it in 2 packages. Just because the subwoofer is so big. There's ice on your windshield. Yeah, it's definitely not summer anymore. We've been having a lot of wind. Having a couple of cold fronts come through, and they just bring.
I think we're supposed to get a really bad cold front for a few days.
We're gonna be in the 50s today, but all the rest of the week we got highs of mid 60s, so it won't be unbearable. I got to get some black plastic. I got rolls and rolls of black plastic sheeting I got in some auction thing. I need to cover the stuff in my back with my pickup.
Black plastic sheeting, Black Magic Woman. Did you play that in band? Did your band ever play that?
I don't think we ever played that, but I remember the song.
Oh, that's one of the songs that we had to memorize.
Morning, Phil.
So anytime that Hank, our drum major, felt like we needed to fill in a dead time while a football game was going on, that was the old standby.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Sadie, Larry, Roberta is not allergic to me. We've been together 30 years. This past September.
We used to do about 10 measures of another one bites the dust when our team would make a good play.
Good.
But superintendent came to me one time and said, the opposing team didn't like us playing that so many times during the games. It was a game we just killed the other team.
Life is tough.
And I said, all right, we won't play it anymore. I bowed to the power of the authority of the, yeah. I could not be a superintendent of schools. All you do is listen to complaints.
Well, that's because they allow it.
I guess that's why they get paid the big bucks, though.
I want to make me up a T-shirt that just has "no" on it in like 100 different fonts. No, 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 no.
And get you one of those buttons like Scott has. No, hell no, no.
No.
Morning, Ping.
Yeah. Good morning, Ping.
How's California? Tom, we had a great show yesterday without you.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Who was on here with you?
Scott came on.
Bastard.
He's probably listening, so you better watch what you say. Yeah, I guess he decided to come out of hiding for a little bit on my show yesterday.
Well, I was at Mummy's house.
He was saying, be real gentle, Tom. He was saying, I guess people think what did he say? I guess people think I disappeared or something anyway.
He just caved to criticism. He needs to pretend he's the defensive line for Alabama and be a man. Don't let that criticism get you. I don't know. Yeah, he's just taking a break.
Yep, Sadie's taking gainful employment again at the schools, and I suppose is the schools you're going to work at, is that close to where you live, Sadie? I expect so.
Are you going to be at one school or floating around different schools?
I'm sure they're going to put him wherever they want him because he's going to be a maintenance guy.
He'll probably be all over the place.
He was saying when the band director throws a chair through the wall, he gets to go fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to work for the whole district, so I imagine there's lots of buildings.
Oh, yeah.
Our radiator don't work. Come and fix it. We got light bulbs out. Come and put in new ones. We had a maintenance guy at the school I taught. He's a good friend. We used to go hunting together and stuff, but that little guy would climb up a 30-foot ladder and work on like a basketball scoreboard.
Right.
And he wouldn't even turn the electricity off. And he was up on, how high a scoreboard is in a basketball gym. He was crazy. 10 miles, that's not bad.
About how many schools are in your district that you be circulating around, Mr. Sadie?
Anyway, he was up on that ladder and he shocked himself pretty hard. He didn't fall, but he got down and took the rest of the day off. Because his hand was burnt and yeah.
5? Dang, that's a small school district. I have 5 that's within walking distance of my house. 2 high schools, 2 middle schools, and 3 elementary schools. And that's just a tip of the iceberg. Smoking is not allowed on school property, Lag. Don't you know that?
That's where all the teachers went to go smoke when I first started teaching, down in the boiler room.
No, when I was in high school, we had a smoking area that was between A building and C building, which was where the cafeteria was at. A building was like the main bulk of the class and administration and stuff like that. Anyway, my senior year, there was so much polyester shirts being worn that all it would have taken was one misspent cigarette, and half the male population in the school would have went up in flames. You know what? I don't remember ever having hall monitors. I think that's a Yankee thing or a West Coast thing.
Oh, I've got an offer. Let's see what offer is. Do. Maybe we can get a cha-ching this morning. All right. It's a $15 offer on what? What is it? What? A crane humidifier and inhaler. I'll probably take it because I've had this thing for a year or more. At $9.50 shipping on it. Sometimes I look at where offers come from.
What?
Because if it's going to add some to the cost of shipping, I don't want to. I may not take their offer. Fayetteville, North Carolina.
That's where Mr. Sadie's kids are at.
Oh, yeah?
Or one of them.
All right. I'm going to accept your offer. Get it out the door. Powder its butt and send it on its way. I need to get some of this stuff I got listed sold and out of here. I've got too much stuff that's listed and hasn't sold.
Todd, what cruise line are y'all going on?
I don't remember.
Damn, you don't know nothing, Todd. Well, when your girlfriend walks by, ask her.
Yeah, we should hear cha-ching when they pay. I'll be the one smoking in the boys' room. Yes, indeed. I was smoking in the boys' room.
Roxy, would you please stop, honey?
Maggie Doodle. Maggie, did you have a good Thanksgiving? Eat a bunch of turkey? I like Thanksgiving because there's no pressure. You don't have to find the perfect gift to give somebody. And Motley Crue song, yeah. That's probably their most famous song, I guess. Probably, if not the most famous, at least the one that got played the most.
Right.
Lots of grandbaby time. Nice. We had my niece's daughter yesterday. She was the girl from Hyperville. She had the energy.
Well, when you're that age, you're full of energy. When you're as old as I am, you're not so much.
Sometimes you want to grab up the parents and say, get a hold of this child.
But, one of your relatives?
Yeah. Gwen's sister's granddaughter.
Okay.
I called my brother up, say happy Thanksgiving. He said, tell us about where all we need to stay in Italy. They're going to Italy pretty soon. Italy's a good trip. seeing all that old stuff.
I want to see it from a cruise ship. I don't want to.
Boom, boom. Yeah. Gonna have to find some places to hide out while you're working, Sadie, to listen to the show. That'll be sad though if he has to be out fixing a pipe or something when the show's going on.
Having to fix a toilet over in the boys' bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, the boys tried to flush a shoe again. Okay, Sadie, go fix it. Dun, dun.
Maintenance to the boys' bathroom on level 1.
There it
Oh,
is.
there it went.
And they paid for their humidifier. There you go. I got that from the evil Lutherans.
You didn't get to see your girlfriend yesterday. You're depressed today, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Anyone ever try Edifer speakers? I've never heard of Edifer speakers. Let me look them up. Edifer. They look like high quality speakers. I don't know. I've never heard a pair. They all look like pretty big setups. Not your little shelf hangers. They're the big ones that sit on the floor. Most of them have 2 to 3 to 4 speakers on them. I've got an old pair of speakers that the woofers they lose the old foam is rotted out. I bought those speakers like 45 years ago.
Right.
And they've been really good speakers. But you sold a relay for 600. Awesome. But when that little foam around the cone goes bad, they sound awful.
Right.
So I don't know whether it'd be worth it putting in new woofer speakers to those towers, or just they kind of take up a lot of room in the living room. So I may take out the mid-range and the tweeters and just sell those separately, because we hardly ever use the speakers in the living room anymore anyway. Yeah, speakers are... I've got a bunch of Bose woofers now, and they're... Yeah, I know, but I don't think I want to spend the money to do that. I could probably get a really good set of generic speakers without... I could stack some inventory in the living room where the speakers were.
Yeah.
Clean auction is looking incredible. No, they had the auction last week, so they don't have a new one up yet. Yo,
When are you going to go get your pallets?
what?
When are you going to go get your pallets?
Already
Didn't you buy a
did.
bunch of
You
pallets?
obviously haven't watched my video.
No, I haven't.
Thanks for the support, Tom. Raise your hand in the chat if you've watched my recent video of my pallet pickup. Nobody.
It's just
I think Anissa did. Harry says he did. Yeah, Harry made a comment. Robin watched it. Phil watched it. See, Tom? Sadie watched it.
I'm just, you know,
John
I'm
watched it. You suck, Tom.
I
hate
just,
your guts.
yeah, I just stink.
I hate your guts. That used to be the worst thing you could say when you were like third grade. I hate your guts. Mike saw it. Everybody's seen it but you, Tom. You're a slacker.
Well,
Slacker.
after I get finished with this, I'll go in and go watch it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Like said, he fell asleep. Anissa?
That's why you watch my videos, is so you can listen to my voice a little bit, and then you go right. I'm just like tryptophan. I put people to sleep. I fully admit it. I don't like watching my videos. They're not just total excitement all the
I
time.
never go back and watch any of my videos. I've not gone back and watched any of my shows. It's there. Lag. You know, if you got a girlfriend, son, you wouldn't be watching all these damn YouTube shows.
If you had a girlfriend. He doesn't need
Or a
girlfriend.
boyfriend. I'm not homophobic. You know, a boyfriend, just somebody. But
JBL Bluetooth speakers.
you
Well, Tara's here, but it says device not. Oh, okay. She I was thinking about, woofers are available for pretty cheap, just used woofers.
yeah.
Just take a pair of those and put them in where the old worn out ones are. It'd probably do okay for my purpose. Lag is a she-male.
Felix, you can be really funny when you want to be. That's pretty. He's living in a closet in the basement. That's lag. Either that or, like I said, he's the 43-year-old mother of 4. And he wants to go lock himself in a closet in the basement so he can have some quiet.
Oh, I just got a notice from Auction Zip. Large estate of depression glass.
Oh, that's what you love, isn't it?
I have made a lot of money on glass, but it's hard to ship. I got some glass going out today. Got some.
You're depressed enough, John. You don't need a glass.
Yeah. If there was a time in my career of reselling that I could use a storage room, right now would be a good time. I did buy out the rest of a garage sale once, and I had to rent one. I've done it one time. I rented a storage unit for like 2 months, I said, never again. That was just a bunch of crap. That's kind of why I quit buying storage units, because yeah, I can ship glass, but it's not fun to pack. It just takes too long. Buy some carnival glass that the depression glass gets you down,
Yeah.
make you happy. I ain't gonna move.
I'm not moving that far away from anybody.
They'd have to blast me out of here with dynamite.
Todd's not worried about living expenses. He just goes in the backyard and turns that pump on and runs it a little bit.
Yeah,
Gets
but
him a cup.
Harry, it almost never fails. When I prepackage something, somebody sends me a message. Hey, can you give me a measurement on the da 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 and a picture of it? I'm like, oh, you sorry. And I do it because I want to make the sale, you know?
Well, don't you have the dimensions of the size of it in the description?
Oh, pretty much usually, but it doesn't matter.
We'll just
Somebody will
cut and
come up with
paste.
some kind of question that hey, we need a picture of this part of that Coleman lantern. You're like, it's a Coleman lantern. They're all the same. Shut up.
Yeah. And now, is that after they paid for it or before they paid for it?
Yeah, I could probably do better with my listings, but
Yeah, I'm with you, Mr. Sadie. If Todd decides to move, he better call a daggum moving company because they'll have one half of one truck is nothing but their household goods, and and another full semi 40-foot trailer with just his death pile in it.
yep. Yes, Amazon does have good customer service. Got to give it to them for that. Most places do. I worked the return desk at Home Depot for a little bit during my time at Home Depot, and golly, it didn't matter what people brought in, they got a return. It just never, you know, a contractor would buy enough stuff to do a job, and then at the end of the job, they always had stuff left over, right? Riding
Right.
around in their truck getting all dirty. And contractors would bring in just baskets and baskets of stuff that they didn't use for their job to return. And you have to scan all that. And it's been riding around in the back of a dirty truck for God knows how long.
Roxy, honey.
Same with plumbers. You get that plumbing stuff back and you go, well, I wonder where this has been. Yeah. I don't like questions after the sale either.
I can
Really?
understand that.
I wish they would. People are in a mindset. You know, John flipping ain't easy had a problem with a buyer that bought an as is for parts repair item from him.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that video this morning or yesterday evening. Anyway, he was showing problems he was having with a buyer, and I I just am pretty straightforward with stuff like that. I said, I honor all returns for refund. And that's about all I say to somebody who sends me a message. Especially if if I know what kind of condition it was when I sent it. So I got an interesting little piece here. You won't be able to see it very good. But this is, I got this at the auction too with a bunch of old antique books. This was in there. This says the state of Rhode Island $3 bill. And it's dated, see if I can see the date. It's really darkened with age. But down at the bottom right, there's a little word that says copy. So this is a fake. And somebody had asked $49.99 for it. So I don't know. Would y'all try to sell this as a copy? Because that's just, it's in a nice little picture frame.
I'd say reproduction, not copy.
Well, it says copy right there.
Well, then put that in the description.
Yeah, but somebody won't read that and they'll buy it, and then that's just a.
Okay, then first start off with a big old exclamation point.
Well, you can.
Wait a minute, with a LOOK in all in capitals, and if you can find the O's with the dadgum eyeballs, use those. Another exclamation point.
All right, I'm going to share a screen and see if I can find this. Let's just do a little research here. But this is like, you know, the little museums around that sell copies of wanted posters and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like that.
Okay.
Let's see, state of Rhode Island $3 bill copy. See if anybody's selling this. But if you put copy, reproduction, not original.
Whoa, is that it? One right there on the right? Back up, right there.
This one?
Is that one like it?
It kind of looks like it, but
because I couldn't see it up close, so
right there, mine says copy.
Right.
But this one does not say copy.
Well, scroll down the description and see what it says in the description.
It looks just like this. The certificate, currency.
Is it still good in Rhode Island?
Oh, hell no. That's like Confederate money. Is it still good? No, it's not still good. They don't say anything about this one being a copy, but that's exactly what I have here. But mine is a copy. Let's check solds. I don't see anybody that's got one copy that's listed. Bum, 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 bum. That looks like it. 1790. Yeah, see, mine looks like this, but right there.
Wait a minute. Why does it say $8?
Huh?
Back up.
Oh, yeah, this one says $8.
Yeah, that's what I said. It says $8.
Anyway,
Right there in the title, Todd.
I think I'm just going to throw this one away because
Well, go. Hey, go.
somebody will buy it and say, "Oh, this
Take this
seller's
sticker
trying to
off of
cheat
it.
me." Morning,
Take
Tara.
this.
Hey, how's it going?
All
All right,
right.
did you come in to harass us old guys?
Yeah, I thought I would. Did you have a
Okay.
good Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, ate too much and saw too many relatives and that type of thing.
Uh,
He got to play with a 4-year-old, so he's anticipating grandchildren.
who has a 4-year-old?
One of his relatives.
Oh,
Oh, my
Mm.
sister-in-law's granddaughter. Yeah,
Oh.
and that little
But
And then
child.
did you like rub the baby on your married son and stuff, and see if the baby germs would rub off?
Yeah, I should do that.
It's
back to the
contagious.
certificate, Todd. Peel the tag off of it, polish, clean it up, and then go set it on your piano or someplace and see how long it takes to go in to notice it's in there.
Oh,
It probably came from
nah.
like like when you go to tourist stuff like in the South and you could buy that fake like Confederate money. It's probably
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Why buy fake? You can,
Well, you probably got it all stoved up in your safes when your family cashed in their American money and switched to Confederate.
no, my
I
family.
think you're probably still spending it down there in
My
the
family
Carolinas.
didn't come to America
Right.
till after the Civil War.
Mm.
Is that right? I knew something was wrong with you, Tom. You're an immigrant.
I am. Well, the Hux family didn't. My mom's side of the family, they were here because I had a great uncle that was a general in the Civil War.
Oh, which
My
side?
great granddaddy fought in the Civil War.
Confederacy.
Oh, damn Johnny Reb.
That's
My
damn right.
My great grandfather on my mom's side, he fought for the wrong side too, the Germans.
In World War One.
Oh God.
In World War One, was he Austrian?
Yeah, he was Austrian. He got Austrian with a Jewish wife that converted to Catholicism to marry him. But then that's the reason they came over to the U.S. is because in the 20s in Austria stuff started getting a little weird for even if you had converted to a different religion, they would check your records to see if you were Jewish going back. So they decided to get out of Austria.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, they.
My family's from the Black Forest region of Germany, but we came to they came to the States before World War II and after the Civil War in the United States.
So
my
your
grandmother
family is the one that came up with those stupid cuckoo clocks, huh?
My grandmother's side, her grandmother came from Poland, but that was back before there was no country of Poland. It was split between like Prussia, Germany, and Russia. So I call them Polish nationals. So she was on the German side, but the man she married after she came to America was from the Russian side, and he got conscripted into the Tsar's army. But when you get conscripted, it's like 99 years. So
yeah,
he was in St. Petersburg. He wasn't on the front. He was like he came from a little bit more a family that maybe had a little bit of a name or something. So he's in the did a lot of parades, and he somehow smuggled himself across from St. Petersburg and made it to America. He worked his way across on a ship.
My family all came from Great Britain areas, and they're just poor dirt farmers that came to America.
Where are you? Like English?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
I did that spit in the tube and see where you're from thing, and
honestly, I kind of want to do that too.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm like, my heritage is like 70% British Isles and Ireland and stuff. British Isles.
Well, I will say a lot of people that were from like the United Kingdom type countries, it seemed like they did end up in the South. And isn't that where your grandfather came out of Georgia?
Yeah.
You've never
my
at a crime scene?
My
Well,
great
I don't
granddaddy.
commit crimes.
But that's what everybody says until they get caught.
Well, I
great-
don't commit crimes.
My great granddaddy was a Confederate soldier.
Yeah.
He was a messenger.
And is he the one that went to Texas then after the war? Or Oklahoma?
Let's see, that side of the family. They were Okies. They went to Oklahoma.
Oh.
So yeah, both sides of my parents were immigrated from the east to Oklahoma in the 1800s.
Hmm.
And they stayed there all through the Depression and all kinds of crap. Oklahoma was poor during the Depression.
Yeah, it's like the home of the Dust Bowl, isn't it?
Rand's from Oklahoma.
Oh, your
His
brother-in-law?
aunts, yeah, his ancestors. Well, no, but they lived in Oklahoma because they were the Creek Indians.
Oh.
Or the Trail of Tears bunch they sent over to Oklahoma.
I like that, John. Honey, he's not a miniature panther. He's a bonsai panther. Sorry.
Watch out, he'll shit in the bonsai.
We don't have plants inside the house.
Jim had a house cat, and I had one of those big, trees you have in a pot. And then
Yeah.
the damn cat would go shit. Man, and the ficus tree, the cat would go shit in the ficus
His name
tree.
was Precious when I got him. My brother-in-law tamed a barn cat, named it Precious, and then decided he didn't want it anymore, and I wound up with a cat. Well, anyway, so his name was Precious when I got
This
him.
is his first
He was
wife.
this big fat yellow cat, looked like Morris, but he weighed probably 30 pounds. Okay, this big fat yellow cat, or more like Garfield. And that was our thing. My mom gives me this huge ficus tree that she gave to a doctor's office, and then he gave it back because it got too big. It was like a girl in this big like garbage can sized planter. Well, anyway, once in a while, this damn cat, you'd catch him and go, "Damn it, Precious! Precious is shit in the ficus." That was a pretty common thing in our house.
Jim, your cat shit the ficus tree again.
Yeah. So I'd have to go every once in a while. I had to go take like the litter box thing with the fins in it, so the litter drops through it. I have to go do that, but to my bottom of my ficus tree.
It's good fertilizer.
Yeah, I guess.
Actually, it's not very
When I met
popular.
Tara, she had a bunch of cats in the barn. I said, "Hey, guess what, Precious? You're going back to your old livelihood. Welcome to being a barn cat again."
Yeah, has anybody ever tried that, using kitty litter remains to fertilize their garden?
No.
Oh no!
It's
Yeah,
toxic.
I've seen people do that with like their driveway to like if they're stuck, they'll put that.
Yeah, but they don't use used kitty
No, but
litter.
even if you use fresh, it's got that clay. You get that greasy clay in your driveway and stuff. Yeah, I would have. You don't want that crap in your garden.
I'm just thinking about like spreading used kitty litter in the garden, and then my dogs will be running around smoking cat turds.
Go to the Walmart lawn and garden department. They're gonna have these big 40-pound bags of stuff. It'll have pictures of plants and stuff in the front. Buy that.
Because I have dogs, so I can tell you this from personal experience. Dogs love cat shit for whatever reason. And I'm not having them carry cat crap around my house.
I thought you were gonna say fertilizer. Dogs.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
talk about
let's
something
move
else.
along.
That was too much for Tom. Tom has cats, and he can't even talk about cat crap.
Tom's getting squeamish again.
They're my babies. All three of them.
Well, I can tell you, my dogs would love to come meet your baby's Hershey Kisses, but I don't want that to happen.
Oh, well, I'm gonna tell you what. The damn Cole would eat them up.
I don't know. My dogs are pretty tough.
He's tougher. And
You
this
want to meet and have a dog cat fight?
No. We don't have dogs around here. Because they're like children.
Or it could meet in a neutral location. It could be like, Jay Paul and Mike Tyson. That we could do best.
No.
Well, if my dad was still alive, I'd do my dad could beat up your dad.
No.
Anissa, who was the person that had all the cats, and how many cats they have? Like half a dozen? They're pretty cats, pretty pussy cats.
I got a good one. My sister, this was yesterday when we had Thanksgiving at my sister and my mom's. Anyway, she's looking out the window. She goes, "Yeah, there's another one of those missing cats." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "That neighbor lady with all the cats." She goes, "I swear to God, I see these things posted, these missing cats. The next day, I see a cat that matches that description walking across their yard." She's got like 30 cats.
Yeah, our neighbor's got like 30 cats.
Not our neighbor,
everywhere.
her neighbor.
Her, yeah, Jim's sister's neighbor's got like 30
If
cats.
I had a neighbor with 30
They're
cats,
everywhere.
She's a wonderful woman, Anissa. She has a place at the right hand of God for having all those babies in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you have to. You have to take care of these feline babies.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, how do you keep them from sharing the litter box if they each have their own?
They
Yeah,
have.
Paul,
We have 3 litter boxes.
This is a
Yeah, but she
shitty
said each has a
conversation.
litter box. How do you
Yeah.
keep them from sharing?
Well,
I don't know, and I don't
They're-
care. It really doesn't make a difference to me. My oldest son cleans them all three of them once a week. So that's all. As long as that happens, I'm fine. So have you had any good sales, Tara?
I've been
Is that
having
not-
a really good month, and then yesterday was slow.
It was Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
People were
same here.
eating.
What?
I mean, I've been having a pretty good month since like the 10th, so I've been real happy. But I mean, I'll just say, well, it's Thanksgiving. It was a hair slow the day before Thanksgiving, and yesterday was slow.
Well, let me put it this way: when I wasn't eating Thanksgiving turkey yesterday, I packed before we went to my sister's, and I packed till I went to bed last night after I left my sister's. So
Good.
yeah, in a way, it was good. And I could have spent my Thanksgiving doing something else, but yeah, I guess it was good. At least I paid some bills. All the money was spoken for anyway. I don't.
Well,
get
we
anything
did
paid.
spend it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did go spend it.
I guess people will come in trucks to take my shit away because I didn't pay for it. But I guess I don't know.
You have a 16-year-old to feed.
Yeah.
you got to work.
Yeah, we bought some.
And we
did some Christmas shopping, so that didn't help.
we bought 2. We did a little Christmas shopping before Thanksgiving. We had 2 bigger auctions to write the checks out for, So it's just like, and we paid our taxes, so it's just
property
like
taxes that didn't help. Yeah, it was
But-
just like
but it's all paid, so that's good.
it was like that game on The Price is Right, Plinko. Where you're bouncing from one bill to the next.
Yeah. Tara, you going to get Jim a bunch of used CJ5s and
I don't buy Jim Christmas presents, and he don't buy me any either. Brandon went outside. We really only get Christmas
Wait,
stuff
what
for
did
our
Tom
kid.
say? I might want that. What is it?
CJ's,
What's a CJ?
a fucking Jeep.
Oh yes, CJ5. Yeah, I would like that. Yes.
Anyway.
Worth out. Yeah,
You already have it. Anyway,
I already have
so
3 Jeeps.
I mean, we
in a
don't really
scout.
buy each other anything for Christmas because if we want it, we just go. I wouldn't even know what to really say. Oh, I really like this for Christmas. If it's something I really want, I usually just buy it. So we usually just take all our money and spend it on Brandon because, well, he's our child.
Yeah, and if during the year we want something, we just
That
get
dog's
it.
got a toothbrush.
Son of a wonderful mother. God dang. It's my new one. How did you do that? I got this dog. He keeps stealing my toothbrushes.
It's on the counter and gets them. You're evil. He wants your mouths to smell the same.
Gross. Yeah, he's our number 1 cat turd.
Yeah, he was
this
eating
thing,
cat-
yeah, this
and he
toothbrush
was
going right in
eating-
the trash.
And he was eating cat turds probably.
Usually I put them in my toolbox or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, if I got to clean apart, this one's getting thrown right out.
Oh, Becky, did you do that something naughty?
Dog slobber Jim.
Yeah.
No.
What are you looking
This
at?
dog probably causes about $70
That's-
worth of damage a day.
I was thinking 60, but
Yeah.
yeah, it could be 70.
He's grabbed we've brought shipments in the house, and he's grabbed stuff and chewed it and
One
ruined
third
it.
recliner.
Yeah, he's a terrorist.
And he's the one who messes with the cats the worst too. And he's like cat size. The big dogs ignore the cats, but this little dog, he thinks they're his like nemesis. And they same thing with him because I guess he'll stand and fight them. So he like
Yeah, and then he
it's like-
squeals.
Yeah, they go squealing like a little sissy boy.
Well, those little dogs think they're in their minds they're the size of a daggum lion. They'll
We
jump
want me to
on
buy
anything.
a Toyota for Jim. And he's not getting a Land Cruiser either.
Oh, Yeah, I like Toyotas. I take a Prius.
A Prius.
But it's got to have all-wheel drive because I'm going to put big tires on it.
Oh.
Well,
Be like
according to my
Oh
son,
yeah, Land Cruiser hardtop. Yeah, Jim's not getting one of those either.
the Toyota trucks are like engines are like.
Did you ever see the
Floating.
movie Did you ever see the movie Mastermind? Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's with the guy from The Hangover. That
It's about that big Wells Fargo heist that happened like in North Carolina or South Carolina.
Oh, I heard
my
about
God.
it.
You know the heist.
Watch the movie. It's called The Heist, and the guy's got a page boy haircut, and God rest his soul. The man speaks when you listen to it, it's like listening to Dusty Graham.
Except more hillbilly.
Yeah, a little bit more, yeah. But I mean, this accent. Oh my God, it's something. It's something else.
Because when we first saw it was way back when Dusty was still around, and Jim's like, "Oh my God, Dusty, you gotta watch this movie. He sounds exactly like you when he does his accent." Anyway,
yeah, it's a good movie.
It's really funny.
I know what you're gonna tell me.
The G,
or is it Geo?
It's a Geo, and they put big mud tires on it.
I mean,
driving
not
around.
mud tires, like tractor, like 8-end tractor tires on all four wheels. They stick out. They made the axles go out farther, so because they won't go to the fenders. So this old Geo, the two-door hatchback, has got 4 of these big tractor tires on it. It's hilarious because they're spending the money stupid they got from this heist, but they don't buy something good. They modify like this crappy old Geo he's got.
Oh wow, $50,000 US for a Land Cruiser. Well, that's actually very reasonable because I think a pickup truck's over 80 or 90.
Yeah. Well, that's for used, probably. Is that you new?
Oh,
it can't be.
I opened it, but it was still loading.
They're getting
away.
the old Jeep Wagoneer. They're getting 110 grand.
It is sexy looking.
Oh, there it is.
If Tara goes out and spends 110 grand for a Jeep Wagoneer, I'm going to.
We'd all be living in it.
I'm going to call the police department and get them to send the mental health people out to see her because.
Well, it probably would mean that Jim killed me, and
we'd all be living in it because it would be the only thing we own. So
I wouldn't want that big of a car payment. I guess maybe I'm just too cheap. You know, there was a time when like when a car payment was like $300, or I had a truck payment when I was younger that was like $325. I was like, oh, that's a stout car payment. But now I talk to people and they'll be like, oh yeah, my car payment's like $900, $1,000 for like a truck. I'm thinking I wouldn't even pay. At the time when I did have a mortgage, I didn't even pay that much for my mortgage payment. I'm not paying more for a car payment than a mortgage.
I bought a pickup truck with a note in 1988 when I graduated college. Bought a pickup truck on a note. It was used. Paid $2,000 for it. Got a note. Paid it off in 1992, and I've never had a car loan since. That was the only car I ever loaned money for, or any vehicle really.
And $110,000 price tag is the reason that car dealerships are.
Well, that's why you have remember 30 years ago when you buy a car loan was like 3 years, and now they got them up to 5, and I think they might be even longer, like 7 now, because the prices have gone up so much.
Yeah, but in 7 years your batteries are going to be shot in your electric car.
No, I'm not talking about electric car. I'm talking about if you went and bought the Jeep Wagoneer.
Jim, you need to be on the 5. Over on
the View.
No, the 5, not the View.
Jim becomes transgender, slaps a wig on, and joins the View.
No, it's over on Fox News. I think it's at 5:00. He would fit right in with those people. He is. The Land Cruisers that they have now are not the Land Cruisers they had 5-10 years ago.
Well, Felix is saying they're built on the 1980s chassis. It's the same. He knows because they use a lot of them over there, in.
But that's not the same Land Cruiser that we get here.
Mm.
Oh, we get the for export only Land Cruiser.
Oh, we have to put it in a cargo container and ship it over.
Ours, the ones that we get are they're not the same thing.
We knew Jim had some Russians because they shipped these Russians over to work on that condominium development, and this one stayed, and he'd go down to Chicago and buy these salvage vehicles with no titles and then try to fix them, and then he'd put them in a container and ship them back to Russia and sell them.
Yeah. That's what I said. The good ones, they don't come to the United States. They go to the
Oh,
like Africa, Middle East, that kind of thing. It's like they have this hellacious pickup truck. I don't remember what it's called. My son, if he was awake, he could tell me. It's supposed to be the toughest truck in the world, and they don't export them to the United States.
yeah.
Yeah, because they make them in Tennessee, don't they? Not that particular, but the Toyota trucks are made in Tennessee, right?
I don't know.
I think the Tundra truck.
Tundra, yeah. Well, anyway, because they'll beat the tariffs. If you get the tariffs,
Yeah.
the ones built in Tennessee won't have to pay them. So they could undercut the Mexican Fords.
Well, you know, it's like Hondas. Hondas are made, what, in Alabama or Mississippi or someplace like that?
I didn't know that.
BMWs are made in South Carolina.
I know a guy who was in Germany in the early 80s. When he left, when they sent him back to the States, he left his car because they didn't ship. I guess they wouldn't ship your car. They'd ship your other stuff, but the army wouldn't ship his car. Oh, it wasn't shipping the car. It was because it was German. It was a German car made for German auto market, and it didn't have the U.S. glass and a bunch of other safety features. They have to weld things in the doors or something like that, and that's why I had to leave it behind. So they do get different vehicles because they have different. They don't have the same, like our DOT standards are different than their safety standards.
Well, since we've totally off of reselling, which is
we might have to resell a little car.
Have you heard about the?
Oh, I like
the new pickup truck that's being built by, or going to be built by, is it Freightliner?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, Felix, but I didn't want to say that. I think I've seen that truck.
What's that?
He said you could put a 50 caliber on the back of that pickup truck, which is what I thought when I looked at it. It's a cool truck, but that's what I thought. Oh, you can put one of those gun mounts
right
on
the
the
actually
back.
seen those like in. Oh yeah, that's good. Our son's walking around a World War I German helmet. He put a cover on it. Good job, son. Good job. Nut.
I'm glad we don't have a lot of close neighbors.
Yeah, it is. It's Freightliner. They're coming out with their own pickup truck.
Like a pulling pickup truck, like a dually, or just a
No. Well, I don't. I
like
guess
a
you can
regular
get different
pickup.
ones, but like a pickup truck, you know.
Oh, really?
Because you can
Yeah.
buy like those smaller Freightliners, and then they'll have like a fifth wheel or a gooseneck in the back, and people use them for pulling campers or trailers or
Yeah.
that.
No. This
Yeah, I
is
have a Ford Maverick. Oh, I have a Ford Freightliner. Oh, okay, I'll shut up now.
It's like a Ford Chevrolet size pickup truck.
Mm.
And apparently, I mean, from what I've read about it, it's going to destroy the Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge market.
Well, wasn't Freightliner one of their engines was going? It ain't going in Ford. That's
That was international.
yeah.
The
But
Navistar.
did Freightliner make an engine for Chevy? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if Freightliner makes their own engines. They make. I think they buy them
I
from
don't know.
another company make them.
You know what? Those little Chinese trucks. I was watching a YouTube video, and as I'm going to preface with everything you see on YouTube is true. There was an American in China, and he was driving one of the little gasoline-powered trucks.
Those little ones that
Chinese
have like a van front.
Yeah, and they have like a flatbed
Yeah.
tilt bed on the back of it. And he was like, please, dear God, somebody make one of these in the United States.
Yeah, and you can't license those things because of the road safety standards, but a lot of people around here have them, and they use them like when they go out and feed their cows. They just use them out on the farm, to haul stuff around and that. But yeah, they're not road legal either. Honestly, I think those things are kind of cool too, but I don't think you can get them licensed.
Well, he said it's a good truck. He said,
and it's cheap, but the problem is because of like our safety standards, we can't get it licensed here.
Well, he was talking about somebody making something compatible, like it over here.
Yeah, it'd probably be a lot more expensive though. Honestly,
it's like, my brother, he has a bunch of trucks. He has survey crews, and he's always buying new trucks or replacing trucks. And he's like, you can buy a Ford XLT or a Chevrolet of the same, specs. For the same price, you can order a work truck with a vinyl floor mat in it and an AM/FM radio, or that type of
Hmm.
crank up windows. He said, they've all just gotten so expensive.
Honestly, this tank car that Felix sent the link to, it looks a little bit like a Lincoln Navigator.
But I think the Freightliner is going to be like a 2500 size. Oh, I like that. Who makes that? Is that a Chinese truck?
It's some Chinese company. Yeah.
I like that. Roberta would like that too. It's a box.
It looks like a Lincoln Navigator in a way. I mean,
Yeah.
a little more jazzed up, as I don't think they make the Lincoln Navigator, do they?
It looks like a combination of a Navigator and a
Black pickup truck.
Nissan, whatever their Nissan's big SUV is.
Yeah.
They
Well, it
dro-
says it comes with a 10-year warranty and unlimited mileage.
They dropped the pickup truck for Lincoln.
Oh,
What do they call it, like
Mark.
the Blackwater or the Black
No,
something?
Yeah,
something.
Blackwood or.
Something like that.
But
Whatever.
it was like the Mark
They only made it like 2
7 or
years.
something. Yeah.
The Tank 500. What a name. What do they sell for, Felix? I don't read Chinese.
What, Tom? You don't read it? Well, mine's in English.
Mine's in Chinese.
Oh, it says get a quote. I think you gotta get a quote.
Oh, okay. That's a nice looking vehicle. As I always say, Americans have gotten lazy about stuff, designs, and I just don't know. A Nissan Armada, yeah, that's it, Armada. That's what it looks like.
I look at where you can get a test drive, and I don't know how to say any of these cities. I believe they're like in Saudi Arabia or like somewhere in the Middle East.
60,000 is all. Do you have one? Can you import it into your country?
I think they're selling them in his country because when you look at a test drive, it's all Middle Eastern city
Yeah.
names.
Hi, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick. And I love Benny Hill.
Thanks for the thumbs up.
All right. I got to go because the boss is working from home today.
Yeah, I
Uh-oh,
gotta
that's
go
it.
too.
Tom's got to wrap it up.
I
Yeah.
got a pack of Bose subwoofer. Dang.
Yeah.
boy.
So,
All right. Thanks for showing up, folks. What's happening this weekend? Nothing.
nothing.
Well, you guys didn't do Black Friday today. I see.
No.
I
Hell
guess is it
no.
really even a thing anymore? Because they put it all on. Walmart's been having it online for like
Morning,
10 days.
Beth.
Good morning, Beth. I'm not getting up. The last time I got up early for Black Friday is because I was working at Staples and I had to be out there to help open up the store for Black Friday. And those people are assholes, not the Staples. I'm talking about the people that gets out on these Black Friday deals. This one guy asked me, he said, "Y'all got any coffee around here?" No. Does this look like a damn Starbucks? So anyway, I got to go. Y'all have a great
Yeah.
All right.
weekend. Stay warm because I think it's supposed to be cold on the southeast all weekend. So,
All right. We'll see everybody later, Gator. After a while, Crocodile.
throw some gang signs at you.
See you soon, you big baboon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye.